All right, I'm going to continue where I left off here. Wait a second. I don't like it when you see the side of my back. Right. Two more pages, guys, and I'm done here. Okay. I can babble on for the rest of the video, obviously, because I promise my Lord. I also care about my Lord of the Rings fans too, obviously. And I'm almost done. I only have like almost two, like about two chapters left, and I am done book one. Frodo read the letter to himself and then passed it to Pippin and Sam. Really, old Butterbur has made a mess of things, he said. He deserves those things. If I got this at once, we might all be safe in Rivendell by now. But what can have happened to Gandalf? He writes as if he was going into great danger, obviously. Right? He has been doing that for many years, said Strider. Frodo turned and looked at him thoughtfully, wondering about Gandalf's second postscript. Why didn't you tell me that you were Gandalf's friend at once, he asked. It would have saved time. Would it? Would any of you have believed me till now, said Strider. I knew nothing of his letter. For all I knew, I had to persuade you to trust me without proofs. If I was to help you in any case, I did not intend to tell you all about myself at once. I had to study you first and make sure of you. The enemy has set traps for me before now. As soon as I had made up my mind, I was ready to tell you whatever you asked. But I must admit, he added with a queer laugh, that I hoped you would take to me for my own sake. A hunted man sometimes wearies of distrust and longs for friendship, but there I believe my looks are against me. They are, at first sight, at any rate, laughed Pippin with sudden relief after reading Gandalf's letter. But handsome is as handsome does, as we say in the Shire, and I dare say we shall all look much the same after lying for days in the hedges and ditches. It would take more than a few days or weeks or years of wandering in the wild to make you look like Strider, he answered, and you would die first, unless you are made of sterner stuff than you look to be. Pippin subsided, but Sam was not daunted, and he still eyed Strider dubiously. How do we know you were a Strider that Gandalf speaks about, he demanded. You never mentioned Gandalf till this letter came out. You might be a play-acting spy, for all I can see, trying to get us to go with what? One more page here, with you. You might have done in the real Strider and took his clothes. Why have you to say that? That are you a stout fellow, answered Strider. But I am afraid my only answer to you, Sam Gamgee, is this. If I killed the real Strider, I could kill you. I should have killed you already without so much talk. If I was after the ring, I could have it now. He stood up and seemed suddenly to grow taller, and his eyes gleamed at light keen and commanding. Throwing back his cloak, he laid his hands on the hilt of the sword that a hunter concealed by his side. They did not dare to move. Sam sat wide-mouthed, staring at him dumbly. I am the real Strider, Forsling said, looking down at them with his face softened by a sudden smile. I am Aragorn, son of Arathon, and of it by life. So he's confirmed. Remember how in the letter, Gandalf said, look, he said, you're gonna meet a man called Strider, obviously. You know what I'm saying? To confirm he is the real Strider, beware of to confirm he is the real Strider. His real name is Aragorn, and now Strider is confirming what Gandalf said in the letter, obviously. That's why Frodo and them end up trusting Strider, obviously, the journey, obviously, right? By life and death, I can save you, I will. Obviously. There was a long silence. At last, Frodo spoke with hesitation. I believe that you were a friend before the letter came, he said. Or at least I wish. You have frightened me several times tonight, but never in a way that servants of the enemy would. Or so I imagine. I think one of his spies would well seem fair and feel fouler, if you understand. I see, laughed Strider. I look foul and feel fair. Is that it? All that is gold does not glitter. Not all those who wander are lost. Did the verses apply to you then? Asked Frodo. I could not make out what they were about. What they are about. But how did you know that they were Gandalf's letter, if you have never seen it? I did not know, he answered, but I am Aragorn, and these verses go with that saying. He drew out his sword, and they saw that the blade was indeed broken, a foot below the hilt. Not much use of this, Sam, said Strider. But the time is near, when it shall be forged anew. Sam said nothing. Well, said Strider, with Sam's permission. We'll call that settled. Strider shall be your guide, and now I think it is time you went to bed and took what rest you can. We shall have a rough road tomorrow. And that ends my read-along. Tomorrow I'll be finishing off chapter, I only have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 pages, and I am done chapter 10. The next chapter is chapter 11, which is a knife in the dark, obviously. Right. So what do I read so far? Very quickly, you know what I'm saying? So Butterbur is like, okay, I'll keep watch for you guys go to bed. I'll keep watch at night, obviously. You know what I'm saying? And then Frodo gets this letter. It's a letter from Gandalf, and Gandalf confirms that you're gonna meet this guy, a man named Butterbur, obviously, the manager of the inn. You're also going to meet a man named Strider. He says you should trust Strider. He says beware of fake Striders, obviously, because there's many, many men, obviously. There's many, what? Imposters, obviously, right? He's like, but you'll know, he's gal to pretty much this role, you'll know he's a real Strider if what? If his name, he goes by the name Aragon. His real name is Aragon, obviously. And Strider later on, and Furl and them are a bit what? How do we know you're the real Strider and all stuff? And Strider says, I am Aragon, son of Arathon. He confirms it for them, obviously. And he ends up confirming what? He ends up confirming what Gandalf wrote in the letter to Frodo, obviously. That pretty much sums up what I read so far. A brief summary of what I read so far, obviously. Tomorrow I'll be finishing off what? I'll be finishing off chapter 10. 4 pages tomorrow, I'll be done chapter 10. I'll be moving on to chapter 11, I believe, let me check here. I only have 2 chapters left, guys, and I am done book 1. So sometime the end of October, 2 chapters left. I only have Knife in the Dark and Flight to Ford, and I am done book 1. Obviously. And you guys are all like, holy shit, Ivan did it. Ivan read all of book 1. Yeah, man, I read all of book 1 of Lord of the Rings. So I am nice enough to read all of book 1. You guys all remember when I started the prologue. Oh my god, I remember when Ivan started the prologue, and now he's like almost done book 1. Yeah, man. I read all of book 1, and now what? And after book 1, I am done. I'm not reading any more Lord of the Rings. I am done after that. I only have 2 chapters left, so in a good 6-7 days, October 28th, 29th around there, I'll be done with my Lord of the Rings readalong. You might hear some noise upstairs. Right? My Lord of the Rings readalong is what? My Lord of the Rings readalong will be done at the end of October, obviously. Perhaps early November, I highly doubt it. End of October, I should be done my Lord of the Rings readalong. We're already nearing the end of October. We're October 21st. So sometime towards the end of October, I'll be done my Lord of the Rings readalong. Obviously. And after that, I'll pump out a few more videos. A few more side videos, obviously, for a couple more days. And then around November, 10th, I'll push it to November 10th. Around November 10th, I'll make that final announcement. So for a good 9 days in November, I'll pump out more videos for you. That's how nice I am. And then once I'm nearing that final announcement, I'm ready to make that final announcement, I'm going to start taking my walks at night to the park. Because I know you guys are wicked people. I know all hell's going to break loose for innocent Ivan America. You guys are willing to turn an innocent virgin man into a porn star and film it and have the whole world watch it. And you're willing to put my wife, my beautiful wife through that fucking hell, man. You want to put my fucking wife through that fucking whore, man. You know what I'm saying? I told you, even though I'm crazy about the mess with VJ, obviously, because I'm wild, because I'm a man, obviously, because my wife is a woman, and women are a lot more emotional than men, and I'm wild, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Yes, VJ's and she's very special too, as trust me, even I get jealousy. I can get pretty crazy too, obviously. But I told you, I'm not as crazy as she is, obviously, because I'm wild, obviously. Right? Because I'm God, and VJ's my wife, obviously, when I pay this fee, VJ's gonna go crazy, man. She's gonna cry, man. She's gonna cry, and she's gonna have sleepless nights. She's gonna feel the pain that I'm going through, obviously. I did not wish for the karma to have VJ, as I was willing to save my virginity for her. I really was, obviously. But the reason why, you guys don't understand the pain that you're putting my wife through, man. You already put me through this pain. You know, Ivan, as long as we cover it, it's all good. I'm like, look, man, no, it's not all good. You can cover it all you want. You can cover the VJ's mess all you want. You can cover my mess, as when I pay this fee, the world's also going to have to cover my mess too, obviously. As VJ's going to be tripping balls, and the world's going to have to, just like the world's covering VJ's mess, because you guys set the whole thing up, obviously, the world's also is going to cover my mess, because you guys are wicked people, obviously. Yeah, because we set the whole thing up, we have to cover everything up. Yeah, you have to, because you know you're wicked people, and you know you'll destroy the relationship, because you're fucking morally evil people, obviously. And even if you cover it, me and my wife are not stupid. We both know you cause mess in our lives. And so me and my wife have to pay the price to be together. Hence why you're also going to pay a price too, obviously. Obviously, right? So you're willing to put my lovely wife through that whore all because of your envy and your selfish, because you want to see. So all those women in Hollywood, fucking selfish women, they want to have sex with me, obviously. Knowing that I have a wife, obviously, because you guys are fucking wicked people, obviously. All because of your envy, obviously. At the same time, what? You want to put my wife through that whore, man. Why? VJ deserves this. No, she doesn't deserve it, as you set the whole thing up for her, obviously. VJ does not deserve, even though VJ is a whore and the mess happened, she doesn't deserve this. She doesn't deserve, VJ doesn't deserve this, man. Because VJ is innocent. She's fucking innocent. You guys know she's innocent. Yeah, Ivan, even though we know she fucked up and all that stuff, she's innocent because you set the whole thing up for her. Had you not separated me and her, this mess never would have happened. And VJ is innocent. She's fucking innocent, obviously. She's not as innocent as me, obviously, but she's innocent. That's my point. She's innocent because you separate me and her and you set the whole thing up for her being a porn star. And she's guaranteed gonna mess up, obviously. Just like you set the whole thing up for me being a porn star. Hence, and if I mess up, I'm also innocent because you set the whole thing up for me because you guys are wicked people, obviously. And what do you do when you watch VJ's porn videos? You pleasure yourself, obviously. Because VJ's, and she's goddess, obviously. And she turns you on, obviously. And what do you do when you watch Ivan's videos? You pleasure yourself, too. So you're willing to cause mess in your lives all because you're selfish, just so you can pleasure yourselves. Because you want to see Ivan VJ, because Ivan VJ turn you on. I want you guys to morally understand how wicked you guys really are, man. You guys are just nothing but a mess, and you're wicked people, and you're evil people, obviously. And you're nothing but a mess of who I've made, man. You're wicked people, man. And you deserve to see hell. You don't deserve to see me. All those women hollering, I'll give you a heads up. You know what I'm saying? You may try and think you can. I don't know. You may try and think you can. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try and take Ivan away from VJ. Well, it's not gonna happen, obviously, as I'm not interested in you, obviously. Because I guarantee you, all these women in Hollywood think they can take me away from VJ. Let's see if we can take Ivan away from VJ and also. Hopefully, I can get Ivan when he pays for me. I'm like, no, man, it's not gonna work. As I love my wife, and you're not her, obviously. Yeah, as there's no woman like VJ, obviously. VJ's special, obviously. See what I'm saying there? Right? So I guarantee those Hollywood women think that let's see, I might be able to maybe when I pay this fee, I might steal Ivan away from VJ also. But look, man, it's not gonna work. You're not gonna take me away from VJ. It's not gonna work, man. As I love my wife and you're not her, obviously. Yeah, there you go. VJ's special, man. I'm saying. Yeah, yeah. And you want to put my wife through that horror, man. All because of your selfishness. VJ knows I was going to see my virginity. That's what pisses me off. She would have been the only memory of a woman I ever had sex with, and you fucking, because of your selfishness, you want to turn him into a porn star because you broke me his wife. Now, again, you let your envy take over and you think me and wife's relationship is your business when it's none of your fucking business, obviously. Let me ask this question, Ron. If I forced your wife to have sex with many men because I wanted to see her wife have sex, how the fuck would you feel? Ivan, that's fucking evil. It's none of your business. And then look at what you do to Ivan. You make it your fucking business. Yeah, because you're fucking crazy people. Yeah, but Ivan, you and her are God. You're special. I know we're special, and because we're special and we're God, you should respect us all the more. Yeah, man. You would think because me and her are God, you guys would respect us, obviously. Okay, they're God, they created us. Let them be together, don't cause harm in their life. And what do? You fucking try and destroy our relationship. You guys are wicked people, man. Fucking evil people, man. Yeah. And that's why I shut you up for good. That's why I know I'm gonna stop exposing the world. I think you guys know how wicked you are, man. You guys are nothing but a mess that I've made, man. You're wicked people, man. And I shut you up for good. I proved it. Can't say shit. I proved how wicked you are. You can't say shit. Can't say shit to me either, man. I know I have a mental illness. I know I think crazy things. I even have psychotic episodes, obviously. Ivan, what's a psychotic episode? Well, if you have psychosis, sometimes you can get psychotic episodes. Psychotic episodes is when you think psychotic thoughts and all that stuff. I'm saying, so I'm aware of my mental illness. I have psychosis, obviously, but I told you, compared to what you guys are 10 times crazier than me and my wife. As I would never do the things you would do. Even though I have a mental illness, I have a good heart. I would never do this to someone else because you guys are wicked people, obviously, and I shut you up for good. You guys can't say shit. Can't say shit, obviously. Yeah. Anyways, enough about me exposing you guys. I'm gonna talk more about me and my wife's personal life, obviously. So me and my wife are gonna be living the extreme celeb dream life, obviously. Right. So once I pay this fee, I'm in that room. I close my eyes. I guarantee before I die, I'm gonna hear VJ crying. You know what I'm saying? VJ's obviously gonna cry. I'm gonna cry my eyes. I know I'm gonna die. And then once I'm about to die, I'm gonna hear VJ crying. Obviously, VJ's gonna be crying. Before I die, I hear VJ crying like crazy and all that stuff. And I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Because VJ's obviously gonna cry when what? She's obviously gonna cry when I die. Obviously, she's gonna cry. Obviously, because VJ's my baby. Obviously, well, I'm her baby. Obviously, right? Because I'm her baby, she's obviously gonna. Because VJ knows what I have to go through to save her, man. The world's fucking crazy. Yeah, VJ, the world's so crazy. They want to kill you. They want to kill me. In order for me and you to have each other all to ourselves, the world's willing to kill me to be with you, man. Because the world's fucking crazy, man. Hence, where do you think they get that in the Bible, the story of Jesus? Tells Jesus was innocent and they killed him anyways. Symbolism of my life, obviously. The world's want to kill me, kill an innocent man to be his wife, all because of their envy, obviously. Because of their crazy devil envy, because they're fucking crazy people, obviously. They're nothing but a mess of who I made, man. Obviously. Right? I don't know, I'm in that room, I get killed, obviously. I hear VJ crying, obviously. And then 1 minute later, I wake up in the hospital, obviously. And the moment I wake up, I cry my eyes out. Obviously. Guarantee when I come out from that, VJ went, oh my god, Ivan's alive. You know what I'm saying? Ivan's alive, obviously. VJ will be like, oh my god, Ivan's alive, obviously. And that very day I come out from death, that will be the first day VJ will see me, man. VJ will see the light, obviously. When I come out from death and I'm in the hospital, first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? After that, I'm gonna like, oh my god, like I just came out from death. I'm gonna cry my eyes, obviously. And the moment I come out from death, you guys will know because I have the keys, obviously. And that's when all the bad things will finally hit your minds. You guys are gonna cry your eyes out. I'm gonna shut you up for good. I'm gonna prove how wicked and evil you guys really are. All the bad things you did to IMVJ hit you, obviously, and you're gonna cry your eyes. Oh my god, we're wicked people, man. We're morally evil, wicked people. Yeah, you're evil people and you're blind by your envy, man. Because I'm a genius, obviously. I shut you up for good, obviously. Obviously, right? Now, once I go to that hospital, after that, I'll take a cab. I'll have some money in my bank, obviously. I'll take a cab home because my family won't be there for me, obviously, because they're the ones who killed me, obviously. I'll take a cab home, obviously, and then once I take a cab home, that's when my family members are gonna be shocked. Oh my god, Ivan's alive! You're gonna see their face. Oh my god, Ivan's alive! And then once they see me after I came out from death, they're all gonna cry their eyes out because all the bad things they did to Ivan VJ hit them. So my stepbrother's banging my wife, my stepfather banging my wife, me having sex with my stepmother. I'm saying VJ's family is also gonna cry too. Once I come out from death, VJ's family is also gonna cry. Your stepmother's gonna cry because I told you. I'm also going to be having sex with what? VJ's members of VJ's family too, obviously, as they all want me, man. The situation is so fucked up that both members of the family want both of us, obviously. And that's why me and my wife have to ban the families because they're fucking crazy people, obviously. All of the bad things that will hit them, obviously. Hence why VJ's family, oh, VJ, please forgive me. VJ's stepsister will be like, VJ, please forgive me. I'm sorry. Her mother or her stepbrother will be like, VJ, I'm sorry, please forgive me, because VJ's gonna find out how rich they all are also, and how they set the whole thing up for the mass, everything, I'm saying, with Ivan and VJ. VJ's gonna be like, yeah, you guys are wicked people, I'm piecing out my husband. At the same time, you killed my fucking husband, man. You fucking killed an innocent man. Yeah, you killed my fucking husband and Ivan, you didn't do anything wrong, you fucking killed him. You put him through that pain, you put me through that pain. You put Ivan through that pain, you have to suffer death to save me, because VJ doesn't shut the fuck up, obviously. And what? And now what? Now, hence why the step families they're gonna cry. Obviously, my stepbrother's gonna cry. I forgive me. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. Look, man. You can beg forgiveness all you want. You can't take back what you did. You chose to fuck my wife when I would never do that to you. Obviously, all because of your envy. Obviously, you know what I'm saying. My stepfather fucked my wife. Obviously, as well as members of VJ's family. What I had sex with them. Obviously, VJ, I'm giving you a heads up. I'm also going to be having sex with some members of your family too, as they all want me to, obviously. Because the world's fucking crazy, obviously. That's why VJ is running away with me, obviously. Obviously, right? Hence why what? Hence why they're all going to cry, obviously. But VJ's going to be like, yeah, I'm running away with my husband. I'm running away with my husband. You fucking killed him. I'm running away with Ivan. Yeah. I'm going to tell my family, yeah, you guys are fucking wicked people. That's what you did to me. You locked all the doors on me. You acted like VJ's not my wife. You know what I'm saying? You watch my videos behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? You act like you don't watch my videos, obviously. You secretly watch my videos, obviously. You know what I'm saying? You purposely cause a mess in my wife's life, and you purposely cause a mess in my life. You had me have sex with my stepmother, obviously, which is, it doesn't get any worse than that, right? My stepbrother's banned my wife, like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? At the same time, you hid your wealth for 30 years. And I find out you guys are gatekeepers and you're billionaires. Same time, you also killed me. You trapped me with sharing your death. The situation is so fucked up and messy that me and my wife have to ban the families. You know, Ivan, you set the whole thing up strategically that Ivan and VJ can't even hang out with their families. Yeah, it's so bad. Me and my wife cannot even be with their families. We have to abandon them. because the whole thing is so fucked up. Obviously, it's fucked up, and me and my wife have to ban the families. Obviously, that's why me and VJ are running. VJ is running away with me, obviously, because I'm special. Obviously, as I told you, you need to really love a man. You need to really, really love a man to run away. What? To run away with a man. It's one thing to date another man. It's another thing to run away with them, like abandon everything in your life and run away with another man. Very, very rare for Ivan. It's very, very rare for someone to tell you to run away with another woman or man. Yeah, man. To abandon everything in your life, leave everything behind, run with someone else is very, very rare. Obviously, because I'm special. Obviously, VJ is my wife. Obviously, we have history in the sky. VJ is obviously going to run away with me. Obviously, just like I'm willing to run away with her. Obviously, and she's the only woman I would run away with, as I wouldn't run away with any other woman. Obviously, I would date other women, but I'll never run away with another woman. It's one thing to date another woman, I'll never run away with another woman, obviously. VJ is the only woman I'd run away with, because VJ is very special, obviously. Just like I'm the only man she'd run away with, too. Because I'm not special, obviously. She's leaving everything behind, she's running away with me, man. It's just me and her, together, man. Me and her together, best friends, hanging out, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm her husband, you know what I'm saying? She's my wife, obviously. I'm her husband, she's my wife. At the same time, what? What? I'm her husband, she's my wife. At the same time, we're also best friends. All we need is each other, man. You know, Ivan, you know what I'm saying? Ivan, I don't need any friends. As long as I have you, I'm happy. Yeah. As VJ is the cure. VJ is the cure to my happiness, obviously. Well, I am happy now, but VJ is obviously the cure. She's the cure to what? To making me very, very happy, obviously. Just like I'm the cure to making her happy, too. We're both the cure to each other, obviously. Obviously, right? Even in that song, Gold, she's like, I'm sick and tired of playing games. My heart skips when you're around. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I make VJ very, very happy. Yeah, man. I make VJ so happy, obviously. Because I'm her husband, obviously. I'm God. Same time, she makes me very happy because she's my wife. She's the spirit of God, obviously. See what I'm saying here? Yeah. Right. And the moment I come home, they'll be like, Ivan, you can reach your book on Lulu now. You know what I'm saying? Like, Ivan, they cry. Ivan, you paid your debt. They know I paid, but yeah, man, you can't. You might look, man. You killed me. You caused mess in my life. Even though you think you have control over a relationship, when you don't, let me be with my wife and let me live my life and let me make my money. Yeah, Ivan, we killed you. Even the gatekeepers are like, yeah, we killed Ivan. Ivan pay his debt. Let him make his money. Yes, you killed me. Now let me make my fucking money, man. Obviously. Right, and once I come home, obviously, they're most likely gonna hire someone to help me release my book on Lulu. Obviously, they'll hire someone. Yeah, Ivan will hire some professional to help you release your book on Lulu. They're gonna hire someone to help me release my book on Lulu. I have to create my Lulu account. I already have a PayPal account, obviously, but I have to create my Lulu account, set up my payment structure, obviously. Okay, PayPal Canadian, obviously. I'm gonna get paid PayPal Canadian. I release my book. I put my file on Lulu. My print I sell for $100. My ebook I sell for $22. And I put it for release. And the moment I release it on Lulu, you world will know I'm not making any rules for you. I have the keys. I'm gonna immediately purchase my printer right away because I know the whole world's gonna be buying my book. It looks me crazy. Obviously. And once what? And once I what? Once I do that, that's when I'm gonna start saying my final 4-day goodbyes, obviously. And that very day, I'm gonna go to the store and get beer. I might even get drunk, man. I'm not gonna get drunk. I might get like 12 beers, 6 beers, and celebrate. I'm gonna get a laugh out of my own voice. I might do a thing during the 4 days. I'm gonna watch a lot of VJ's movies because I haven't seen much of VJ's movies. I want to get a laugh out of VJ's movies. You know what I'm saying? Because this is VJ when she was in Hollywood, obviously. I finished Victorious. I only saw the first like 3 seasons of Victorious. I'm like halfway through season 3, whatever it is. I'm halfway through season like 3. I might finish Victorious. Oh my god, this is VJ. This is VJ when she was in Hollywood. Like, this is VJ, oh my god, like back in 2011, 2012, 2010, when she was a teenager, you know what I'm saying? And now I saved her. It's gonna be so weird, you know what I'm saying? I haven't seen VJ's Trust movie. I haven't seen VJ's Summertime movie, and I haven't seen her bigger movie either. I might watch all those movies, obviously. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen all those movies, obviously. The Trust movie might piss me off though because VJ has a husband in that movie, a boyfriend in that movie, obviously. That Mac guy, whatever his name is. VJ's in a relationship in that movie, hence that might piss me off a little bit, obviously. As I told you, even though my wife's fucking crazy, I'm also pretty crazy too, obviously. As when I see men with kissing VJ, it really, really pisses me off, man. When I see like movies and all stuff, it really, really pisses me. Especially eye candy, that got to me, man. I told you, VJ doesn't understand the pain, but once I pay this, VJ's gonna feel the pain, obviously. Because VJ takes it for granted, obviously. Well, I'm gonna watch some of her movies and watch Victoria's. I saw Eye Candy. Eye Candy was an amazing show. I saw the show twice, I believe. I saw the whole season twice, I believe. But I'm gonna finish off Victorious. You know what I'm saying? Oh my god, this is VJ when she was a teenager. You know what I'm saying? This is when I was lost, and now I saved her, and then now I'm meeting her about to go. It's gonna be so weird, obviously. Yeah. Get a laugh on my old videos. My finals. You guys are all like, oh my god, hopefully Ivy makes views for us. Because you guys are fucking crazy. I'm like, man, I'm not making any views for you. Zero. You caused mess in my life, and you choose not to talk to me in the public eye, and you fucking killed me. And so I'm not making any views for you, obviously. Yeah, but Ivan, we all bought your book. Yeah, you bought my book. But I told you, you made me pay a price to be with my wife, hence you're also gonna pay a price too. You can't have it. You can't have your full cake, man. It doesn't work like that, man. You chose to cause mess in my life and made me pay a price to you, my wife. Hence, when I'm king, you're gonna pay a price and you're left behind. You're not saved. As I'm not gonna let you do it like that. And you can't. I know you want your full cake no matter what, because you're fucking crazy people. I have no way in hell am I gonna let you guys do. Yeah, no way in hell will Ivan let us get his full cake. Yeah, there's no way in hell I'm gonna let you have you pay a price to you, my wife, cause a mess in my life. Obviously, you sabotage my channel. You see my bullshit sex, and you're fucking selfish, obviously. Same time, you sabotage my channel, you think I'm gonna let you do it without having make live videos for me. No, man. I'm not gonna do it like that. You made me pay, you're also gonna pay. You're gonna be left behind the band. My god. Obviously. Right? And the moment I get what? The moment I get that, the moment I release my overall person, I knew the whole world will be buying it, obviously. And that very day, I'm gonna get like 6 beers and get drunk. I'm gonna have a pack of smokes, obviously. Get a pack of smokes, get food, order food. I'm gonna get a good laugh out of my YouTube videos. Oh my god, I'm gonna miss these videos because I now know I'm about to become king, man. I'm gonna miss these videos. I'm saying I'm gonna miss these videos so much. There's a good chance I might watch some of VJ's movies. Not all of them, but I'll watch. I don't know. I'll watch her summertime movie or bigger movie. I haven't seen those movies, obviously. Her Trust movie, those shitty movies, right? I'll watch those movies. Oh my god, this is when VJ when she was in Hollywood, obviously. You know what I'm saying? I'll watch all that, obviously. And then what? Yeah, watch all that, and then what? Um, I will what? Watch all that, and then what? And that's when I'll be saying my final for the goodbyes, obviously. I'm gonna get rid of all my old clothes, donate it. There's a company called Big Brother here in Canada. I'll donate that. I'll donate my clothes to Big Brother, or I can donate it to Value Village. All my shitty clothing, I'll donate to Value Village. Some of my clothes I'll keep, obviously, but like 99.9% of my clothes I'm gonna donate because I know I'm gonna get a whole new set of clothes with my wife. Donate all my shitty clothing, obviously. I'm gonna clean up my room, obviously. Give my room a nice clean. Because once I pay this fee, the step families are most likely gonna sell the house, obviously. Because I now know they're rich. They're no longer acting. They're no longer gonna hide their wealth, and they're obviously gonna sell the house, obviously. Whereas just like VJ's family, once I pay this fee, VJ's family is most likely gonna sell the house because they're no longer acting anymore. VJ now knows. Yeah, VJ knows we're rich now. You know what I'm saying? Because her family are billionaires, obviously. They're now gonna what? In other words, once me and wife are king and queen, the step families are gonna be living their lavish life too, obviously, because they're multi-billionaires, obviously. But even though they're gonna be living the lavish life, like my step brothers, VJ's step sisters, they're all gonna be living the billionaire life too, obviously. My step parents, VJ's step parents are all gonna be living the billionaire life. But my point is, because they're left behind, even then they still feel like shit. That's my point, obviously. Like all the billionaires around. My point is, even all the rich people around the world, even they will feel like shit because they're what? They're left behind, obviously. So I'm saying that's how special life are. Obviously, right? I'm gonna pack up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start what? I'm gonna start during those 4 years. I'm gonna say my final 40 goodbyes to Elmer Quebec, obviously. I'll go to the Elmer bar. Go to the restaurant at the marina. There's a Marina Beach here in Elmer. There's a good restaurant. I'll go to that restaurant, have a beer. All the places I have good memory of, like the shawarma shop and here in Elmer. I'll go there. You know what I'm saying? I'll go to what? I'll go to all those places. The shawarma shop. You know what I'm saying? The pizza shop. The pizza place in Elmer. I have good memories in all those places, obviously. Right? Now, I don't know, 30 days go by because I get monthly checks for pay. How it works for self publishing for Lulu, you get monthly checks via PayPal. You guys all know what PayPal is, obviously. It's an online payment system, right? Service, right? I don't know. So 30 days go by. You know what I'm saying? During those 30 days, I say my final 40 goodbyes, obviously. And the 30 days later, I get this email confirmation. I get this PayPal email confirmation. It's like you have received a payment. You know what I'm saying? And I look at the pay, I look at the PayPal, I look at the PayPal, I look at my PayPal, I log into my PayPal account. You know, and I don't know. It says your first paycheck is like seven. I don't know. Your first paycheck is $4 billion. I see the 4 billion. I see what? I see nine zeros. I'm like, holy shit, man! I'm fucking rich. I don't know. I see 7 billion as my first paycheck. There's a high chance I'll make between 5 to 9 billion. Before I said 9, but who knows? I might perhaps make less. I might make 5 billion. My point is, me and my wife are gonna be loaded. We're gonna be fucking rich. I don't know. My first paycheck is like $4 billion. You know what I'm saying? It's $4 billion. I'm saying, you know, like holy shit, I'm fucking rich. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna cry my eyes because I know what hell I went through just to get that check. Obviously, I'm gonna cry my eyes. You all will now know I got paid because I have the keys, obviously. And once I get that check, I'm gonna transfer the money to my Scotia. Because for PayPal, all you have to do is transfer it to your Scotiabank account. I transferred to my Scotiabank account, obviously. The money's now the $4 billion is now in my account. I'm like, holy shit, I'm rich. You know what I'm saying? That's my first paycheck. Because me and my wife are gonna receive checks for a couple months. My first paycheck will be my biggest check, because that's when like most of the world's gonna be ordering. And then my checks after that will be like a couple hundred million. Like 150 million, $200 million checks after that. That's my point, right? 300, $400 million checks, smaller checks. Whereas my first check will be huge. Because that's when the whole world's gonna be ordering like crazy, obviously. I get my first check, it's I don't know, $4 billion. I'm like, holy shit, I'm fucking rich, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And what? Show my camera for a sec.